I think those guys, it's the case of they play so many nights a week. A lot of them, they just play a lot. They just have like the fundamentals.
So good at starting the car back up and putting it back like into park and then right back into gear. Even in the passenger seat, he could do it, and I wouldn't even skip a beat.
Me, I don't fear anybody.
We're out.
Oh, you're fishing, Deb. We're not going to fight. No, don't give us that.
That is that.
I'm not leaving, man. I'm getting worse and worse every season, and and eventually we're going to be in tier 2, and that's just how it is.
All right, Nathan Inc. He asked, what's the secret to winning the trifecta of Thursday rivalries? And in brackets, he included Spartans, more resets, and recess.
What does that mean?
Not too sure.
I don't understand the question.
But
so is the idea there like we beat recess, recess beat Mo resets, and Mo resets beats us? Is that
yeah, I heard that before, like the rock paper scissors. Like,
I would like to answer. I think it's the fifth man. So I'm garbage against Mo resets. You know it, and I just don't play when we play against them. I have no answer. I don't know what to do. They know everything I do. I just don't even play. Recess, on the other hand, I would play recess over. They're all going to be gunning for me now and all that crap. So I probably shouldn't have said it, but I don't know. That's my opinion. Is that's how we kind of handle it. And I've started to realize that Mo resets, there's no point in me even being on the court. So I've just accepted it. Yeah. Although next season I got a plan, guys. So
you don't want to say it here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You can say it here. We can cut it out.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
And none of.
It'll be just for us.
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak to why recess might beat Mo resets. I think that we don't. I think those guys, it's the case of they play so many nights a week. A lot of them, they just play a lot. They just have like the fundamentals so solid. And so like if we beat them, we need to like match the fundamentals. Strategy wise, like with Mo resets, like I think that, I don't know. I just think that it's just like they just always play consistently against us.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
they have bad nights, but
they're totally different teams. Like recess, our firepower, we can push forward and we can control the line a lot easier because, I mean, aside from Travis, I think the rest of the guys on that team, they don't, Justin likes to be really unpredictable and aggressive, but I don't think their throws are nearly as powerful as like Byron and Cval. So I don't think we give them as much respect. And so we move up farther and we have more success when we move up. But with Mo resets, we have a way harder time. I mean, I think Jay, he likes to
nightmare.
He likes to stay right at the front of the court, and he really causes a lot of problems that way. And it gives a lot of openings for Byron and Cval to just unload. And I think, and they're better catchers than us. So late game, if we can't win the starting of the game, we have a much harder time mid game and late game to come back, because whereas they're the opposite, they have a lot of success catching balls late, and we're always playing them near the end of a playoff night where our arms are gassed and the balls are soft and they come up big with a lot of big late game catches.
I think too, like recess matches up with those fundamentals well too, right? Like they do try to play a lot more kind of structured and
they wear more resets down a bit.
Yeah. Like they're not like, they don't blow them out of the water, but they definitely kind of grind series out with them a little bit better than we can just because of that. I don't know.
I'm excited for the new pickup.
Luke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's huge.
That's going to be really interesting to see how that goes.
The real Greek Spartan.
Yeah, his hands are monstrous. He's like got two like TV screens like he's right in front of me. That's why they're like.
No, when he was in China, he kept asking me to join Spartans because he always wanted to play Spartans.
Oh really?
Yeah.
and he'd fit in well.
I remember that one night where he subbed for us though, and by the end of the night, Zim was like straight up yelling at him, and Luke's like, "I don't want."
He
to
was
play
wearing
anymore."
hiking boots. He hadn't played for 10 years. He didn't know what the league was. I mean, you know what it's like going to, what's that mall? Aberdeen Mall as a guy trying to buy badminton shoes. Do you know how, like, I've never been followed in a store that closely. Before I know what it is, I was profiled. But yeah, like I had to go buy badminton shoes when I came back because I got knee pads now. Like it's ridiculous. And so I feel for him because he showed up. He was like, oh yeah, dodgeball. I remember this. I'm going to show up in my hiking shoes. And then he just got lit up pretty good. But then we played against him and he had regular running shoes.
Yeah. And he was playing amazingly last season, or this season before he got canceled. Yeah.
He's fit too. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll be fun.
Well, I told him we didn't have room.
We didn't have room. We
Yeah.
didn't have any room.
Yeah, I know. But he always wanted to play with us, and he kept bugging me about it. And then I think, like, because I was playing with him on Tuesday, and then I was like, I made fun of him because he wasn't playing very well. And then he's like, I'm going to dedicate myself to beating the Spartans.
He joins
mad.
recess.
Yeah. Probably joined the wrong team.
Yeah, he seemed pretty salty about it. Because I remember one night, it wasn't Thursday night. I think it was Tuesday nights or something. Him and JT were sitting on the bench, and Luke saw me like sitting on the other side next to JT. Then like he was talking to JT in a volume where I could hear it, and he's like, you know that Spartans guys? Yeah, they're a bunch of assholes. Let's cream their ass next Thursday. I'm like, oh, okay, good luck with that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I remember that night. I remember that night when Deb scolded him.
Yeah, because he wasn't catching very well. And then he was
throwing
happy.
earlier. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
throwing earlier than Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson, yeah.
So
He's just like, I can't believe I have to hold my ball.
he hadn't played. He'd been in China for like a decade. He forgot how to speak English. Like, you guys are so harsh. It's hard to come back.
Yeah, and then like after Deb scolded him, he like made 4 catches in a row.
Yeah,
He got really good.
He was really good. He motivated him. So
Good job,
Maybe he
Des. Tough
Best coach
love.
ever.
Yeah.
Best GM, best coach.
And is it okay if I go to the next question?
Go for it.
Sure.
Travis Feldman, he asked, this one specifically for Matt and Nick. When are Matt and Nick going to bring back their sports broadcaster booth for playoffs?
Ooh.
Is this the one where Nick made that legendary explanation about showdowns?
yeah.
No, that was
No, that's different.
That
Oh,
was
okay.
that was one of Deb's.
Oh, yeah.
filming on the corner.
You should,
Yeah.
you should link that in this under there so people can watch it. It's really fun.
Description.
Yeah, the description. Yeah, it's really
No,
fun.
we did was it Tuesday or Wednesday night? It was a night
was
where
Tuesday.
Matt
Tuesday.
Tuesday Matt Hung set it up or Matt Host, sorry, Matt Ho.
I can't even remember. I brought some stuff too. We did a bunch because we did some where we were just, I think Deb's filming or someone was just filming and we just started standing next to the microphone, like
Yeah, that was me.
the camera, just like yelling things. And then there was one playoffs where we actually grabbed like a proper mic setup, I think.
You guys dressed up too.
Problem is that I only know like 12 people's names and 9 of them are in this room right now. That's the issue right now. I just don't know anyone's name. So we'd be calling, like, we only play Thursdays and I can't call Thursdays. So it's like, we were going to do it. We would need like full roster sheets. So if you could set it up, Travis, put the work in, I'll do it. You can give me a full
There
roster
you go.
of each team and stuff. But yeah, maybe that'd be fun.
Is there like a footage of it?
I know Deb might have some stuff.
No, you haven't given me my memory card yet. You still have it.
Oh, it's gone forever.
Yeah, that was a decade ago. But there was like ones that we would just, they're on YouTube. There's some that we were just like yelling into the microphone.
Yeah, that was really funny. Especially when that was the one where he was explaining, hey, what's the
Showdown.
rules of a showdown, Nick? Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Something happens with the center line.
Disintegrates. That's what
Yeah.
you said.
So essentially, the center line gets disintegrated.
And sideline infraction. Oh, that's so disheartening. Oh, so good.
Was it on the speaker, just like how those boss people do it, or?
We were literally just standing there yelling like, "Man, on the left side, now 2 balls on the right side," and kind of like it was like,
Yeah, Matt does some good play-by-play. But it is hard when you don't know anybody's name. So it's like, and that guy does this, and that guy does that, and
Yeah. He had to tell me, he had to ask me beforehand, who's this guy? Who's this guy? What's the name of this guy? I'm like, okay.
It'd be great if I could see that in like the current season.
Everyone
I
is
never got to see
Jackie.
it. Everyone is Jackie.
David
David.
plays the Jackie.
yeah, that was the problem.
And that was our joke, right? That all the Asian guys that we didn't know the names of, they were named Jackie.
That's a Jackie.
Was it a Jackie or was there like a story about an Angus as well?
Oh,
Oh wait, no, that was Matt. we were playing. This was the amateur when we were playing amateurs, and
We're playing David's team.
yeah, we're playing David's team, and then he kept getting crossed by David. He's like, "Hey, watch out for the Angus guy. He keeps crossing." It's like, who's Angus? It was David.
That's why I'm not doing commentary.
That was funny. Angus.
and he plays on Thursdays too.
I don't know. We show up and we just play.
We hang out with each other mostly.
Pub nights too. Like I went to a pub night, I don't even know, like 3 or 4 seasons ago.
Yeah, I asked you guys to come, right?
Yeah, and then like
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
even
even
asked
show
us to
up
come.
till like 1 a.m.
And you're trashed,
You were just
so you can't. You don't even want to talk to us.
Like I felt like
Out of
that
my way.
I don't know
Where's the
anyone.
bar?
Who-
Who are you guys? You the bouncers? Get out of my way. I got people to socialize with.
It's just
I don't want
like
to
a
talk to. We're
9-person
standing there in the
entourage.
corner like idiots.
No, you don't show up to pub night till late, right?
Back in my day, we used to go and get as much beer in us as we could. I'll tell you guys a pub night story. So it was at Professor Muggs at BCIT, and I had a bit to drink, and I won a foosball, and I was just like, okay, I got to go claim my foosball table, but it wasn't there. Like they were going to deliver it to me, but I was really angry because I thought people were telling me that I hadn't won, but I had the ticket, and I was like trying to explain it anyway. That was a whole event, but I got the foosball table and I built it, and Matt and Nick were living together at the time, and I was like, I don't want this foosball table. So I built this foosball table, and I put it in. When Matt and I were kids, Santa Claus would our gifts from Santa would be already unwrapped and like built. If it was like bikes, they'd be made, or if it was a whatever we got, it would be already there, ready to go. We would just, oh my God, Santa showed up and he already set up our game for us, ready to go. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do that, just like Santa used to do. And so I went to my parents' house and I brought the whole full foosball kit, but I wrapped it a little bit, but it was there, ready to go, already made. And then he opened it up. And what I'd done is I went to a party store and I bought those penis straws that you can get from, and so I had black penises and I had white penises, and I super glued them to all the players. So they were all like had these big penises, and then I gave it to Nick, and they had a penis table. Christmas.
You guys still have that table?
No.
Oh, I think there was a wrestling match in our apartment, and I think someone ended up like breaking it.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My buddy Nick's like 250 pounds. He went right through it. Yeah.
Fuck.
And the penises were flying off.
A bunch of
Yeah,
penises
in
all
his
over.
face or whatever.
Oh,
Big thing.
Oh my Lord.
You guys had a lot of pub night stories though, right? Like, wasn't there one time where Matt, he used to be like an announcer, right? And then
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you like one
Oh,
time?
drunk?
Oh man, there was some bad ones.
He'd like try to swallow the mic. The more he drink, the more the mic would get like in his mouth, and he.
But
You
wasn't
try to
there-
just.
Well, wasn't there one time though that you started just picking up the mic and just started talking into it, and it was
No,
like,
there was one at the Electric Owl. It was at the Electric Owl,
Wow, it's funny.
and I was like, it started earlier. I can't remember, but I just remember it started, and I was like emceeing it. Got lit up by the end of the night, and I guess like I didn't realize, but at like 1 o'clock or whenever it was, they just opened up the Electric Owl to the public. Like it just became just like a normal club or whatever. And so there's like this band that starts like setting up on the stage, right? And I was just like, who the fuck are these guys, right? Like, oh shit, I gotta announce the band. Like all of a sudden I gotta MC like the rest of the night for this club. So I just like grabbed the mic from the guy. He's like sitting like looking at me. I'm like, what's you guys' name, man? And just like became like the hype guy for this band. But then I like look out into the crowd and there's just like no one I know. Like everyone had left. Like not a single. Everyone's like, who is this guy? That was a bad one. I lost Nick coming home from the Shark Tank. That one.
Shark Club, yep.
Shark Club. Nick and I were living together at the time, and I left. We left together. Still don't know what had happened. Literally, like walked out the place together. Grabbed a cab to our place. Looked. Fuck Nick go. Do like a good circle, looking for him. I don't know, man. Like, okay. And then just got in a cab, go home. And then he kind of arrived sometime the next morning. He just walked all the way home from the Shark Club.
Oh, no.
Like, where you been, man? Like, I don't know, man. I just kind of like.
I probably got home at like maybe 4:30. But yeah, because I don't remember like leaving the bar or anything like that, but I remember being at like Broadway and Main and being
Which
like,
isn't even on the way home.
the bus isn't running. The bus isn't running. So then I just walked from Broadway and Main to like First and the Nanaimo.
Damn.
oh,
And
shit.
Oh shit.
and yeah, and then got home that way. But there's been a lot of nights where I've just like walked. There's nothing better than like a sobering walk home, on like if it's not too rainy or anything.
Professor Muggs is still, I think, the best place for pub nights, though.
Yeah.
Those are some. Toby's was
Yeah.
a bad one.
Toby's was sucked.
Oh, Toby's.
But
There was
Professor
some
Muggs is always the best.
some hilarious like early on like veteran players shit faced like getting dragged out of the bathrooms at Toby's. So
Where's Toby's? I haven't been to Toby's.
That commercial.
Commercial and
12th
Broadway.
and commercial, 10th and
shit.
commercial.
That was like my first pub night, season 6.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
I had to drive Coop home in his car, which it would like, it was an automatic car, but it would like stall out. if
Oh,
you
that little
got
white
the
one.
red light. Yeah. And so
Oh, yeah.
he was hammered and I was driving, and what would happen is you get to a red light and it was stall out, but he was so good at starting the car back up and putting it back like into park and then right back into gear. Even in the passenger seat, he could do it, and I wouldn't even skip a beat. And he was just like, wait, go. I drove him all the way back to Steveston.
Oh, yeah, back
Oh
then.
my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Ah.
Do you know, when did you start? Have you been playing the longest out of everyone here?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. Have you been playing the
Season 10.
10?
Yeah.
Then
Not that long.
when did you start?
Me?
Yeah.
7.
And then Raph, what are all you guys? I don't even know.
I started season 16.
I think I started season 13 or 14.
Debs, what were you, like 6, 7?
6. Yeah, 6. Yeah.
Which Kennedy would you date, Nick?
Which Kennedy would I date?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's an awkward question. I've lived with one already, so I think that's, But I mean, I don't know. Mike's left-handed as well, so that might get, it might interfere.
Yeah. If you're both left-handed, you both want to sleep on the same side of the bed.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Have
Matt used to cut my hair, so I've got that. I've got an at-home barber.
That's
so that was
an
always
intimate.
nice. Yeah. He was the one that kind of told me when I started to balding. He was like, "You might want to go with a level 2 this time, not a level 3." Right. So probably mad on that one. Sorry, Mike.
Right. There's your answer, Sean.
I'll be all right. We'll be all right.
That's so good.
So this is a question from Victor Wong and Chocochimp. I think that's Jared. I'm not sure if he's sharing that account with Lily, but they're pretty much asking you guys, like, who's your kryptonite on the court? And what type of players do you fear the most? Who is your most feared player? I guess this is an individual question.
Deb, you want to go first?
Me? I don't fear anybody.
And we're out.
Because I don't know, when you start fearing somebody, then you second guess yourself, and then you're like, I don't know what to do with this guy or whatever. I think you just have to have no fear going into things.
True.
But kryptonite, I don't know about kryptonite. Can't think of one right off the top of my head right now.
Oh, so good.
And the ego on this one. Eh?
I know.
Unbelievable.
You gotta have that mindset. And Spartans do have that mindset, right? I mean, there's times where I'm like, oh, like the last week of like season, like week 10, and we're looking at the standings, and we're like, oh, we don't really want to lose because we don't want to play against this team first round. And then I'll tell you guys that, and you're like, I don't fucking care. Like, well, we could beat any team, right? So you got to have that mindset.
Yeah, I would say for me, Sung was my kryptonite until we got him on the team. I really didn't like it. But for me, it's not about, I would agree with Dev. I'm not scared of anybody. I'm excited to play good players. Like I really like playing against Decker in terms of trying to get him off the line. It's a lot of fun. He's a very good blocker. And I just like trying to figure that out. It's fun. But for me, it's guys like Jay, Brandon, all the guys who take a lot of balls away from us, because ball control is something that everyone knows we worry about. So I hate guys who suck a lot of balls up with blocking. I don't mind catchers, or it is what it is, but guys who block piss me off.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think Kevin Chung is probably the guy that I have the hardest time playing against. I can hit like a large percentage of the people in the league, but that guy, I just can't hit him. I honestly just like have given up on hitting him, and I just let like a guy like Mike or Matt just blow him out of the water because I can't do it.
Okay, John.
I think it's changed too. Like I agree. Those like smaller guys that are hard to hit.
Yeah.
One guy that I find like I mean like Alex Vu when he used to play, Jay Vu, those guys I always have a hard time with. One guy that's been like, I think he's maybe the most improved player since when he first started playing to now, that I just over the last little while I've had such a hard time with, is Matt Creamer. I don't know why. Like I've had such a hard time hitting that guy, especially in the last like few seasons. I don't know. There's something he just kind of like started playing with like just an aggression or something that he didn't have before, and I don't know why, but I remember like one night where I couldn't do anything. I just couldn't do anything against him. So guys like that. There's obviously like the big guys that are like intimidating to play against because they throw hard, but it's like hard throws I don't think are necessarily something that we're so much worried about. It's those, it's like Mike saying, those ones that are just pesky players that just are hard to hit, hard to just nail down. You can't trap them into a corner because they move a lot. And time
one thing
against you. It's not like they're throwing hard, like they're just gonna throw at you and you're timing something and they just throw things off a little bit. Those are the ones that I think are like this.
With the big guys, I think one thing CVAL does really well is when the guy next to you gets hit, or when the person standing next to you gets hit, he throws right at you. Like he relies on the distraction of the person next to you getting out to get you out, and that no one else does that. He catches me all the time with that.
Because then you look over to your teammate getting hit, and then
yeah. When Nick gets, so if Jay or Byron or someone knocks out Nick, there's instantly a ball getting me out from CVAL almost every time. It's so far how it happens like that, but no other team does that. No one else does that, and that really gets me. And Byron himself, I think because he's got sort of he's two different players. He's either the big guy in the corner or he's flopping around like a fish. And you're kind of like, you want to get it to the applying enough pressure that he's flopping around and sweating and doing his thing, because that means he's not throwing at you. But that takes a lot of balls because he's so athletic. So yeah, he's a pain too. Yeah. And Decker's blocking is very good.
Mhm.
For standing upright. Like all these other guys we're talking about, like Jay and Brand, they're always like doing that leap where they got the ball down around their knees, that little stuff. Whereas Decker's upright and he's good at catching the curves he blocks.
It's those guys that you can't
dip
you can't use your throw even just to kind of delay them. Like I find CVAL's the same way. Like you just can't like throw a ball at him to kind of get him to stop
reset
for a second, because he'll either just dodge it and already be thrown at you, or he just throws his ball away and catches it because you rushed your throw and you didn't throw where you wanted. And it's like guys like that can still stand up and be a threat.
Coop on our team's really good at it too. Coop doesn't, like, he's so good with that quick wrist flick. So he doesn't lose the line.
Actually, I do have a
Kryptonite?
Yeah, I actually have a hard time with Mattia for some reason. I know he has that no-look throw.
He's nasty to play against,
That no-look throw, I don't know why. I know it's coming, but he's
brutal. He's not fun to play against, too. Because someone like, a CVAL or Bayard or whatever, you can be like, okay, I know what I'm going to get him. But playing against him, it's like playing against fog. Like, it's like punching in a dream playing against him. Do anything better to try to deal with him. He's just this annoying. Yeah, he's
my most frustrating player to get hit out by is John Reek.
Oh, right.
John Reek.
Because you know it's coming.
I know that curveball's coming. I fucking showed him a little thing one time. And he actually sat and worked on it. I know exactly when it's coming. And I know as soon as he hits me out, I'm going to get some like, and it's just going to dig a little deeper. Yeah.
That's your answer, Nick.
He's got a lot better too.
Oh, speaking of John Rick, remember this season when we were playing against his team, what was it? That Austin guy on John Rick's team, he was blocking all our throws. I thought that was like...
Oh, yeah, that team kept beating us. Like,
they whooped us. They whooped us.
Yeah, that was pretty frustrating. I'm like, why won't he die? Like, he's blocking everything.
Yeah, I remember that night. That night, Matt was like, "Hey, Raph, I'm gonna show you a new throw," and then I caught it.
Who's the guy that catches like this?
Vince.
Oh yeah, Vince.
Man,
like
he makes me look. No one makes me look dumber than man. It's just like, oh, look at this fool. His feet are up above his head. He's not even looking at me, and then he comes in with this
alligator catch.
Yeah. I find that rough. He's so humble about it, which is even worse.
He's fun to play with.
Yeah, he is. I don't really know how he pulls off those catches because I tried it a few times and it just didn't work out for me.
While fixing his hat too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, going back to Travis Feldman. Why is it always Deb's problem to have to catch the boys back in?
I'm just starting shit, Travis.
Travis, why is it always your problem to hit everyone out on your team? Because Debs is the only one of us that can catch. It's pretty.
Yeah, Travis.
I haven't really been catching that much lately, anyways. It's actually
Oh, you're fishing, Deb. We're not gonna fight. No, don't give us that.
That is actually the one who's catching a lot.
Who?
And actually, Nick. Nick is catching too.
I think
I got 2 max a night. If I get 2, I'm stoked.
I think
The night's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's really, really good for me.
It wasn't on the Sex Gods playoffs. Matt was like catching so much.
Yeah.
He was like on the video.
That's because he was
Who's this guy?
injured. That's because he was injured, so he was focused. He couldn't do anything else. He just had to stand there because he hurt his thumb. He couldn't move. He was like sad. He's just a sad guy in the corner.
He's like, I gotta do something.
Catch. I think for Spartans though, like the guys do make a lot of catches, and for that team, I think there are a couple of indicators that like we're on a roll, like we have a really good momentum going on, and that's when the guys are making catches. But to answer Travis's question, for guys, I think Nick, Matt, Mike, Coop, myself too, like when we're making catches, it's usually early game or mid game, and yeah, Deb's like she's known for making that clutch catch because she goes for it. For guys, like if we're the last one on the court, I think our priority is grab a ball and try to kill the other team rather than let's go for a catch. Yeah.
You are much smarter than the rest of us when you're the last person. That sounds like. It takes forever and it's boring, but you do better than us in that situation. So. But yeah. Debs, I would say Debs, what people, when they think about the Spartans, they talk about the guys, we're always on the line, throwing hard. The fakes and the court presence stuff that you do, it goes, other teams don't recognize how much you're doing out there. They're sort of, everyone's talking, they're going, oh, we got to get Zim because she's shagging balls, or all right, let's get at least one side out. So let's get either Sung and Matt out, or Nick and Mike, or Coop and Nick, or whoever it is, whoever lined up. But I don't think teams are really appreciating how much you're allowing us to control the game and the pace. With because you don't let go of ball. Like you get a ball, you might know that we get a lot of balls from you that have a 5 count on it or something like that because you've already used it. Kind of. Anyway, that's what I noticed. I should tell people that now they're gonna.
Speaking about like Spartan team chemistry, like who would you say is your favorite Spartan teammate?
Off the court or on the court?
Making everybody pick favorites.
Of course.
Making us pick favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get you
Breaking
guys
a party.
Yeah, basically.
I think when Coop is playing his best, when he's on, we're unstoppable.
Yeah, I agree.
When Matt's on, we're good. When Nick's on, we're good. When I'm on, it's a nice surprise and we're good. When Sung's on, it's great. He can get a game. But when Coop's on, like, no team can touch us.
I think he's like the biggest morale booster on the team, or pretty much like the nuclear, not in the sense that he's the one that controls everything, but like when he's on, like everything starts like clicking.
He just makes so much room for the rest of us.
Yeah. Really well. When Coop starts playing well, then right after when Matt starts playing well, that's when I know that, okay, like we got this, like we're on a roll right now.
So are you guys saying Coop is your favorite then?
No. He should have joined us tonight. Hey, Coop, shout outs to you for saving lives.
Yeah, if Coop was here, I wouldn't be saying anything nice about him. If he's not here, I'll say nice things about him. And then I played with Matt a lot. Like Matt and I like playing with Matt because he's really mean to me. And it's like, it's easy. He also picks me up, gives me rides, so that's nice. Nick's terrible to play with.
It's interesting because I don't like playing against Spartans. I don't enjoy it. Like when I play against you, Sung, I was like, I don't want to fucking play Sung right now, just because I know like that you're gonna beat me. Or like even with Coop and stuff, or like even in like fun games, like
Yeah, that's actually a neat thing. Yeah.
like I'll line up against them, but it stresses me out. 'Cause like we're kind of competitive with each other in a way too, I think, and like. But I think there's that. It's like we go back to that idea of everyone just kind of like takes ownership of what they do. So it makes it easy to play with one another, just because like everyone just holds themselves accountable. So there's never really like anything never carries on past leaving the gym, you know? So I think it's that, right? Like if there was ever anyone that would come in that didn't have that, but base pace was pretty fun to play with, so.
Yeah, he was fun. I liked Rogan was such a trooper. Like Rogan
Yeah.
cared about dodgeball more than
Rogan was like the diehard, yeah.
diehard. And he had so many medals. And he'd always injure himself, trying like going flopping around and stuff. And
Without knee pads too, like.
no knee pads. He's all elbows, bruised up elbows.
When he played for for Spartans at the most recent TOC, like he was so clutch.
Yeah.
Was it that series against Old and Beautiful? When you guys were down like, what was it, 1-2? Like I think he won like 2 back-to-back showdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a machine.
Yeah, he was a showdown.
Reason. So there's my soapbox moment for all the people listening.
Mhm.
The Spartans, because he said it because he couldn't keep up. He didn't like playing at the intensity he wanted us to play at on Thursdays. Like, I'm not leaving, man. I'm getting worse and worse every season, and it is. And eventually we're going to be in tier 2, and that's just how it is. We're so it just is what it is. Like, I'm looking at you, like, man, you guys were really close there, Enzo. You guys almost got bumped down.
Yeah.
Don't like leave a team because you're crappy at the game. Just recognize it. Accept that you're the 5th man for a while. They're all going to get crappy. Matt's going to be the worst on the team very soon. Like, there's no question. So many injuries. He's going to break down, and then he'll be the worst on the team, and then he'll be sitting on the sideline, and it's just what it is. Like, well, all I'm saying is Rogan's coming back to Spartans at some point because, yeah, that was a bad reason to leave. We got something out of it, which is pretty good. Song's pretty good. So, yeah, that's the flip side. My other piece of advice for teams is you got to refresh your blood all the time if you want to stay competitive and stay in it, just like we've done. We got rid of Rogan because he was dead weight and brought in I just play. If you want to play 4 nights a week, play 4 nights a week. But have one team that's your regular team. Just stick with it till you're no longer playing dodgeball.
Yeah, Sung, how long will it take before Spartans become your number 1 team?
Yeah, interesting.
Wait, number 1? What do you mean by that?
What I think we're talking
Well,
about.
the fact that you have to ask that question tells me that.
Wait, number
Answer should
1
be
team?
Spartan is my number 1 team.
Yeah, like I know Deb. I know Deb
for us in TOC.
Yeah, like I know Deb plays 4 nights a week, but I know Deb's Spartans are still they're number 1 in her heart. You know, right, Deb?
I don't know. She might leave us. If we
Yeah,
start-
she doesn't want to play in tier 2, guys.
She can't record the games.
She's gonna slap every one of you.
I'm not leaving. You guys are leaving. I'm gonna
Yeah,
fire you.
yeah.
Pick out the original founder.
Are you really gonna?
Oh.
Okay, good. Because that's the 2 directions the team can go, right? The team can either like stay forever, same people, or it can become a franchise that we're involved in. We'll like be there with clipboards, a bunch of 20-year-olds wearing our old jerseys, yelling at.
We just got jerseys, dude. We at least got to play a couple more seasons.
Yeah, we'll still gotta run this.
Only took us
Because, like-
20 seasons.
Yeah. But sorry, going back to the question of Spartans, what was it?
Is it your number 1 team?
Your number 1 team.
It's the team outside dodgeball. I think I talked to more. Sorry, let me just rephrase that question.
He's so careful about our
Yeah.
feelings. This guy.
Deb
Like,
literally has
honestly,
your contract in her lap right
Yeah.
now.
think
Look at Nick. Nick's about to cry right now. Look at his eyes. Look what you've done to him.
Check. Son, check the WhatsApp group. If you're kicked out of WhatsApp group, one group disappears.
But outside dodgeball, I think I talked to more of my teams from other nights. But in terms of like who I enjoy playing with the most, I think I look forward to Thursday the most. I think it's because of the team, and also like Thursday being that what was it, the night of the night where all the family teams play. So just the environment itself is really nice. And what was it, when I first joined Spartans, like I thought it was going to be a gong show for me, because I remember like the first couple weeks, like we were getting like 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Wrong. You guys won last season. Like, am I playing too passive? Then I went up to ask you guys, and you guys are like, oh, no, just keep on playing your defensive, passive game. And I'm like, should I play aggressive? Then when I started playing aggressive, I started to get 12 or 13. Like, we started to get 14, 13 wins. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I guess I should play aggressively. And what was it, Spartans, like, especially Mike and Matt, you guys only play, and Nick too, like, you guys only play 1 or 2 nights season. So I didn't know you 3 too well before then, and I just known you guys for the team that always wins, throws hard, big guys on the team, and has a cheer murder. So I'm like, oh, the guys are gonna be like, I was intimidated to like when I first joined the team. Then I realized that the ladies are the most like fiercest one on the team. So I'm like, oh, these guys are like really friendly, goofballs, and I don't know, like I like Spartans. Like I still remember that one night where I was recording for Devs, the regular night, and Mike, you just came up to me saying, hey, so Song, remember that promise we made? When are we gonna get our nails done? And yeah, like off the camera too. So like, I don't know, like it's a team that I didn't expect would turn out this way, but it's a team that I look forward the most like playing with. So.
Very diplomatic answer, Sung.
I
I think what people need to know about Sung, and that what we learned about Sung, I think Matt's thinking the same thing, is he's actually a bit of an asshole. Like, of all the guys on the team, he has the most cutting remarks to one another. So watch out, future teammates of Sung, because he's a jerk.
Yeah,
So thanks for all those nice things you just said, Sung.
He always says Debs is in the slump.
Yeah, I know.
That's only 3 catches tonight. You need to go home, think about what you did tonight, and just come back better next week.
Yeah. For Devs, I feel like
I have your contract in my hands.
I think
You're not playing well. You're in a slump. You're like, what? Do you know what I'm
when the Spartans started, it was my girlfriend and Nick's girlfriend were the ladies on our team, and we were begging them every week to come up for the weekend. And then they were thrown at the wrong time. They weren't like, it was this constant, like, well, they broke up. I ended up marrying mine, but like it was this tense, horrible, like we couldn't do anything to make the girls upset because then they wouldn't play with us anymore. I think we still have that mindset. So like Zim and Deb like yell at us all day and all night, and we just take it because we don't anymore.
I didn't have to worry about it so much when we had Helen on the team, but she had no problem turning around and yelling at Coop or yelling at anybody else. Yeah.
I never Helen played was with Helen. A beast on the court.
She's pretty terrifying.
Fuck. But then she's so nice off court.
She's so nice.
Crazy. Yeah.
She's raising 2 little Spartans, so it's good.
All right.
Nice. Yeah. So I think that's probably when I'll retire, is when they start to enter the league.
You don't want to be getting beat by your kids.
You don't want to beat your kids?
Not on the court, anyway. What else do you got for us, son?
Let's see. So this anonymous person, well, Coop kind of answered it on the team chat, but this anonymous person, he was asking, will Coop ever listen to Devs and stop trading? What did he reply? I don't have my phone with me.
I think that's in his blood.
He said never.
Yeah. Never.
Yeah, pretty much. He said, and not be aggressive? Never.
I've actually asked them that in person,
Yeah.
and I was like, trading's so bad. It's not really good to trade. Don't do it. We need you. He's like, this is the way I am, Devs. I'm not gonna change. Devs.
He's got a point, Debs.
That's his answer.
I love that about Coop. And also though, he can't get upset with us when he does that. That's the only thing.
As soon as he gets, he looks over to you guys. What did you throw?
He lives and dies by the same sword, but then he gets butthurt about it. So it's kind of like.
Then he goes up to the bleachers.
I don't see.
It's the same thing though. There's nothing more motivating than a fired up Coop. Because when he does get on a roll, holy, like if he makes that first catch on a trade, like if he throws and makes that catch, the game's over. Like we've won. There's no question.
Yeah. Yeah, when he's up at the line and he makes that first catch right up at the line, and then he using that ball that he caught, he throws at someone else too. Like fuck, it's crazy.
Wow, and then their whole team's just focused on him. Like he's just such a target, right?
Yeah.
So then that gives me Sung, at the Sean, Mike, Matt, just an opportunity to tee off on anybody we want.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of ties in with like what we mentioned earlier, like Spartans playing, like still maintaining that foundation of the playstyle, like just playing pure dodgeball. And Coop, like, I think he's like the epitome of like into the game, like competitively, and also like playing competitively. Like I look up to Coop the most. And what was it like? I really haven't seen Coop get tilted too much. Like when I played with him on Thursday, like before joining Spartans, I always saw like Coop and Debs yelling at each other on the court. I even saw that playoffs where was it Coop that smacked the ball out of your hand, or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was because the playoffs before, Cooper was really mad that he lost. I think it was the weekend before, and then we had Monday game, and he was like super moody, and me and Zim were on his team at the time, on the Monday team, and he was just super mad and moody, and me and Zim were so pissed at him because he just brought the whole team down because he was just so pissy. So on the Thursday playoffs, he was getting all pissy again because of a bad call or something, and then I told him, Coop, keep your fucking composure. That's what I said. And he's like, don't swear at me. And then he like knocked the ball out of my hand.
And Zim had to go pick it up after.
And Zim had to go get the ball.
Yeah. So we argue a lot, but
it's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, but afterwards, I mean, he said sorry, and I said sorry.
Yeah.
Because you guys won.
Did we win that time?
Yeah, you beat my team on that.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't win.
Yeah. Wait,
But
is this
you
the
have
night?
to like bring him down, right? Because if he gets all pissy and moody, then he plays bad. You have to.
He's pretty good at sitting himself though when he gets.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at that. I can't imagine living life with that level of intensity though. Exhausting. It's good for us though. It's good to have someone cares about us.
Yeah. What was it? The first couple of weeks when I initially joined Spartans, I think there was a night where I was left on the court with Zim, and we were playing against Danny's team. I forgot who was on his team, but I had a clear shot on Danny. But a ball from another court rolled into his side, and Danny was picking it up. So even though I had a clear shot, I actually waited I waited for Danny to throw that ball to the other court and focus on me. And I didn't see you guys, but I remember Debs and Coop yelling at each other on the sideline saying, "Why isn't he throwing? He's just being nice, Coop. Not everyone's an asshole like you." Like, go for the kill. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, yeah. So Coop and Debs. Yeah.
I'm sure I didn't say that. You're just exaggerating.
I think that's what you said.
It sounds like things with Debs to say though.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
But yeah.
Yeah, Coop plays the right way, right? There is no second. You win it or that's it. And so we play aggressive, and it doesn't work out, and we leave the gym. Come back and try
Yeah,
next
he would
time.
even sweep his own teammate.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
Derek.
Poor
Oh,
Derek.
man.
Yeah.
There was one time, Coop's a big guy on the court, and there was a ball in the middle of the court, and I like had someone lined up, so I was taking 2 steps to pick it up and throw, and right before I got to the ball, I got like shoulder checked out of the way. Coop got to the ball first, and I just bounced
He's
off.
so strong.
He's big and
so
tall,
quick.
and I
He's
just
so
bounced off him. I landed on my ass, and luckily, like he killed the guy or whatever. But like, man, it's like he's a big force on the court.
Did he look back at you and he's like, "What are you doing? Get up!"
I think it was only after he hit the guy where I was just like, "Oh, what the hell, man?" He was like, "Oh yeah, it's all good." And he like helped me up, and we shook hands or whatever. Like, to the team, but like, I don't think there was an apology or anything. Like,
He was like,
knew that he
"It's okay,
did,
I killed him."
Yeah.
And I'll take that.
So funny. So it wasn't the first time that happened. But this one was on film, which is pretty funny. It's like, what the hell is he doing?
There's been a lot of collisions on our team, though. I think. Like Deb, how many times have like one of us knocked into you?
Oh, there was one time where I don't know why, but I got hit out, and I don't know why I walked to the line and I ran like right in front of Matt just before he threw. You remember that? And you hit me in the back of the neck.
Are you like, you should have gone to the hospital. I like hit her, and it was like a punch, like a full on, like ball out, just fucking
Karate chop
on the top of her head, and she like falls down. She like gets up, she's like looking at her like, "Oh fuck, like you all right?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah," and then like goes to shake people's hands, and she's just like. Just single person's hand in the lineup, just like touching their thighs. And I'm like, "Yo, Deb, like you need to sit down." And you, like, "No, I'm good. Like I just sit for a second." Like, you should have gone to the hospital that night.
Yeah, I just remember it was like it felt like in in Street Fighter when you like hit the guy so many times and they got the stars.
You get the Disney.
I felt like.
It's a concussion, probably.
Yeah, I think so. But I still played the whole playoffs. I just needed one game to sit.
That was in playoffs?
That's playoffs.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
I think we're
That's
playing
a
the
chance.
T-Rex.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even the first time I punched you in the head.
No,
I've
you
punched
got
in the head
leveled
least
at
2 or 3
Hastings
times.
too.
Did I?
Yeah, Hastings, you got dropped.
By who?
I think
Usually
it was-
us, like we
I
just
think it
punch
was
you in the
Matt.
back.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I hit too many times.
That's the problem.
Base, maybe. Base, I'm sure.
It
dude.
could have been Vase. He was a wild card.
I think I've only seen him once. There was like that.
Oh, you never got to play against Vase?
No. I think
Oh, man.
he was already exiting by the time
He was the guy that would show up to the court and grab a ball, throw it as hard as he could, probably 30 times, the same curveball, and then just be ready to go. Like there was no warm up, practicing. It was just like pop, 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 and then he's ready to go. But if you had his curveball down, then he was fucked.
Yeah.
that was
It
the
always-
first playoffs that I've ever watched. Was like the first time Joe brought me to watch dodgeball. I think it was like you guys were playing Spartans. And I was like, whoa, these guys are intense.
Well, he always like threw the curveball right in your gut, like right in
Yeah.
your box. It was like
Yeah, he didn't really have much of one. Yeah.
no. And I remember warming up with him because I knew his curveball really well, and I just caught every single one that he threw at me. He was just like, "Come on, Des, can you just please just pretend to like not catch one?"
Can you please just
No.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Where's Vase now? Anyways.
Who knows?
Oh, no.
No idea.
No one knows.
He'll just show up one day. The last time we hadn't seen him in like 3 or 4 years, and he was just in the gym one day warming up. Remember that? We just like showed up.
Yeah.
Like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, "Hey, you guys playing tonight?" Like, all right, how's the last 4 years been? Just like
India, Thailand, Mexico, you name it. He's like,
Oh,
that
fuck,
guy's
he-
just-
Italy. Yeah.
Yeah, Italy.
Travels around.
Total gypsy. He just
Oh, wow.
roams.
he's probably listening to this too.
He actually looks at my snaps once in a while, so I know he's out there. He doesn't say anything.
I think someone told me like he was in Mexico building houses or something.
Oh man, last time we saw him, he was traveling with the circus.
No,
Legit,
Cavalia.
literally, yeah. And then he was leaving to Thailand or something, or Australia or something. And he was
Wow.
just like in town for 3 weeks and just showed up to dodgeball one day at DT, just warming up.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Next question, Sung.
Trying to think.
Oh, I got one.
Go-
Who is your favorite non-Spartan teammate that you've ever played with?
Enzo's fishing.
Wanna go first, Debs?
Yeah. No, me? I play with everybody.
Yeah,
So-
who's your favorite?
You got to pick one
Non-favorite.
person, Debs.
Non-favorite.
My favorite?
Wait, favorite or non-favorite?
Favorite
Non-Spartan.
non-Spartan.
Oh, favorite non-Spartan.
Oh, I don't know. I would have to say Lauren comes into mind.
Ah.
I like playing with Lauren because she's so funny and she's cute.
Aw.
And she's like the best catcher.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt that she's really good too. I don't know. There's so many good players. There's so many people that I play with that I just can't think of any. There's so many that are good and fun to play with.
My favorite was probably Angus.
Wait,
Angus or
which,
David?
The real
Yeah. The real Angus.
The real Angus. Mavid.
David?
He was on our team, right? On Sex Gods.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Oh man.
Too many teams. You know, twice this season I asked Kina, what team are you on Wednesdays?
And she's on the Wednesday team.
And she's
with
on your
you.
team.
I was like, I saw her in the gym. I'm like, hey, what are you doing here? What are you playing on? She's like, I'm on your team.
Guys, you're the worst.
I know.
And then later on, we're talking on the phone, and she was like, it's so sad that the season got canceled. I was really hoping our Wednesday team would make it. We were doing so well on Wednesdays or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, what team was that?
Oh my god.
Twice.
We're doing it on purpose.
No, I seriously said it, and then I was like, oh, wait. I'm on
I like how
it.
she said, like, we are doing so well, Debs. We are doing so. You're like, what?
No, she said, she didn't really say we. I forgot what the saying was, but it wasn't really like that. So I got confused, and yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad. I'm excited for that team.
Yeah.
We're coming back, right?
Did we
Yeah.
play you guys at all?
Trash Bros?
Yeah.
Not that I remember. No.
I thought once. Didn't
I think
we?
once.
Okay, I wasn't
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
We did. We played once.
I
Man.
think Brandon was my like outside of Spartans favorite player to play with.
Really?
Well, when we
Devs,
played on
do go
when
on.
we played on what, I didn't have to worry about anything. We played on that team what with like Shaw. Who else was on that team?
That
Tyson.
was like season 19. That was so
That's like-
long ago.
Tyson, Sean.
The only time.
Kevin.
He's more annoying now.
It shows how many teams.
Oh, Whack.
I played.
Oh, I
with.
remember.
I'm just kidding.
Was it Whack, right? No, wait.
What?
What?
No, it's
Yeah.
just called
Oh,
what?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Okay.
Because we
No,
played we played in a like that tournament for Al, and then we made a team out of it, and then we lost one game in the playoff.
Yes, yeah.
It was
That's
good.
sick.
Yeah, it was just smooth. It was, and I even got to see Kevin catch a ball.
Yeah. He didn't even know he was making that catch, too.
I know.
Oh yeah, he was so surprised.
Yeah.
Totally
He was so
blind.
happy.
That Kevin's first championship. Was it that team on Wednesdays?
Yes.
Yeah. But that was like the most comfortable I've ever felt playing dodgeball because I like Brandon just absorbs everything.
Yeah.
And he played beside me, and I just didn't have to worry about anything. So like that was as far as like who is the best player for me to play with on a court, that was probably him. Aside from like Debs gives me a lot of second lives, but that's a Spartan. So it's
Well,
not-
Helen was there too, so she was giving you another life too.
Yeah, but she'll like reach out and like touch a ball that like wasn't even gonna hit me. Like you at least.
That's why we always fear because you can't block for shit. So we're just like, oh shit, a ball. Oh, come on. Touch him. It doesn't matter. That's just the fear we have.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, who's your favorite non-Spartan player?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Bettina was really hardworking, and I watched her play. She's kind of not quite tier one, like she's on the cusp. She's sort of right there. She's so eager, and she hurt herself, so that was a bit of a bummer. She buggered up her ankle. She's done it twice now, so it's kind of. She doesn't have a lot of firepower on her main team, so it means that there's a lot of work for her to do. So, but that was fun. Just I hadn't played with someone that working that hard before. To have honestly Razvan, that team we had with Razer, like that was. I mean, I don't really socialize with him. Like we didn't really hang out as a team much. And he would come late. He'd always come like right at the last minute and then play and then be gone. But man, like he's jumping, he's blocking, he throws a cannon. It was, remember that team? It was like me, my arm was Junk, Neil, and Alvin Chin.
Yeah.
What was our team name again?
My chin chin.
Oh, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
My chin chin makes me
And we
sad.
had no business. We had no business going as far as we did in the playoffs. And it was just our strategy was just feed Raz balls.
Yeah.
That was pretty intense. But I haven't played with many other teams. Like Enzo, we had a good time. Like we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. The hot pot was the best part.
Yeah. The hot farts, or what do you mean?
The hot pot? the Welsh hot pot that we had?
The Welsh hot
I
pot.
thought you were talking about the
I'll
team.
tell you who I did not like playing with is Yams. I have never felt because she would bitch to Deb just in earshot of me about how crap I was. And I just was like, fuck, like Yams. Coming for you. Worst teammate. She's very good though, and she's the reason we won the whole thing. It made me feel bad about myself. I had confidence issues for the whole next season. I'll have them because of her. I'm joking. She's mean. These guys don't think, they don't know anything. Just a dumb arm. Why do you get these dumb arms, Deb? How do you play with these idiots? And she's obviously not talking about Sam, and she's not talking about Enzo. She's just the only one she's talking about. Awful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's terrible.
Oh.
That's so good.
She doesn't watch this, right?
She watches.
She
She
does.
watches.
She
it.
She
does.
watches it. She listens to it with Trunks sometimes too.
I stand by what I said.
Has Matt answered?
Matt?
Yeah, I said Angus.
Oh, Angus.
Angus, yeah.
He said
That
Angus.
or probably Yams, because she does
Jackie.
this thing where she would talk to Debs just out of earshot. Shit. No, honestly, anyone that can catch. It's like it's just
Yeah,
different.
kinda
It's different, like
different.
being out and just not like watching to like watch if we're gonna win or not. It's like different when you're like, oh, I can actually get back into this shit. Like I can be a part of it. It like totally just changes how you enjoy the night. So
You have a second life.
so having anyone that can catch is nice. But fuck him. We don't need to catch.
Linda's
I was gonna mention.
Linda's a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, Linda's fun to play with when she subs for us too. She subs for us a lot.
Wait, she won with you guys, right?
Yeah, she's a Spartan too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many?
Okay, I see. All right.
Who else have we had, Dev? So we got Linda, Monica Moy,
I had Mary Chris.
Vic Moy.
Yeah, we had Mary Chris too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary Chris.
Did you guys have Carla?
We had Carla.
Oh yeah.
You just had
we did
Carla?
for a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
that was fun. She was a lot of fun.
For 2 seasons or 1 season? I think it's 2.
She had to quit though. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot why she had to quit.
School, right?
Might have been school. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. 'cause
She
was-
quit for like all dodgeball for like 1 or 2 years because of school.
Right. Because of the veterinarian stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had a lot of girls.
Okay, so I'm busting out the strategy questions. We know we know you got a whole bunch of them. We know that's what everyone wants to know.
Strategy stuff, I think.
No, I'm joking.
We finished.
Got him.
Yeah. I guess Travis's question. Favorite Spartan place to order food from or eat at?
I don't think we've ever eaten out as a team.
Well, you guys did that one week. What was it? Mike, Nick, Debs, and
That was a
Zin.
really nice time. That was a really nice time.
Oh yeah, we had
Went
some
for Vietnamese food.
Oh
Takara sushi?
no.
Huh?
We had
Yeah.
a different time.
That's Japanese.
Shameless plug. It was Takara Sushi. It's
Yeah.
on Canada Way. It's really good. You guys should eat there.
Battery
yeah.
and Candaway.
Yeah, it's very
I
very
was
good.
talking about the time we all went for noodles. But yes, okay, sorry, continue with that was a really nice time too.
So what was the one
Sorry.
that you're talking about, Mike?
I don't know. We went for Vietnamese someplace around DT one time. We don't go
Not
out a lot
DT.
together, except for Deb. Not Deb. Coop wanted to go because there's that lady that he knows weirdly at White Spot.
Oh, White Spot.
Whatever, like that whole thing he's got going on. His little just like he's a mafia boss in the corner of the White Spot. Like, hey, give me one table.
With,
Like that whole thing. I don't
Karen.
know. I'm not-
Yeah,
Karen brings the fries before he asks for them and all that.
But we did go to our cabin one weekend. Deb made some pretty lethal,
Yes. Yeah.
a lot of food, man.
Yeah, that salmon was really
That
good.
salmon was pretty legit. So
And she made
Sure.
agadashi tofu.
she
Ooh.
did.
Wow.
Packed it all
Wow.
up there for the weekend. So I would say Shay Deb.
Hey,
What
I'm
is-
getting really good now at cooking.
Absolutely, your Instagram feed. Awesome.
Weren't you always good at cooking?
Yeah.
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 How about you say I'm getting good at it now?
Yeah.
She was setting herself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Always
modest.
fishing.
So
Always
modest,
fishing.
Debs.
I'm terrible at kitchen and I can't cook. I'm not a good host. I don't know how to make
Yeah.
hot pot.
Yeah, she always says when she goes to showdown, I suck at showdowns, but she always wins it.
says.
I've never seen her lost the showdown. It's,
Yeah.
maybe
mean,
at SDL, yeah.
Yeah,
lost one.
but she got cheated though. That's why she got robbed from it. But usually she wins it. She's like, I
Yeah.
suck at showdowns. Like wins 90% of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
usually I do suck at showdown.
No.
It's all part of her like intricate strategy to like get the opponent off guard. And I guess the last question is from Cval. He's asking, who is the worst at drawing and prove it?
Oh yeah. All right.
I think we did that last week.
Yeah, last
like-
week, last Thursday.
Yeah, we were on like a Zoom hangout, and what was that website that we used, the drawing game? Scribble?
Scribble or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Scribblio, yeah.
And we were trying to
Who's the
draw
worst?
like other dodgeball players or just like random.
Coop was fucking the worst.
Oh yeah.
Because it wasn't even the fact that it's drawing skills. It's just
He
that
would just stop.
Coop would just like stop. He's like, all right, that's what I'm giving you. If you can't guess, on you. There's like no attempt to further evolve his drawing. Or,
Yeah.
He got up, so we played. So I was hosting it, and you can create your own words. So we played for basically like pictures, and then we did one where we punched in a bunch of names into dodgeball people,
names.
and so those were the names that came up. And so if you got a name, you had to draw that person.
Yeah.
And I put in Coop a whole bunch of times. He doesn't know. I put in Coop like 4 times, so I knew because I really want it. And I think Sung had Sung was brutal. This is what I meant when I said he's a terrible person. So Sung, like, he just draws all these teammates and then an angry person yelling at them.
I drew a big bicep one.
Oh yeah, no, you did the boss. Oh, that was Nick. Nick did that one. Yeah, and then anyway.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Okay.
Poor guy.
On Mike's turn, like when Mike got the word, he's like, okay, this one's gonna be really easy. Then he started drawing a crown, and we're like, who is this? Like Rob Seaval, and we were all wrong. And Mike's like, oh, come on, you guys, you gotta know this guy. Then he started like draw crown, a guy with a smiley face, and we're like, who the hell is he? And he's like, okay, guys, special hint. And he wrote down like the best Spartans member. We're like, and that's when we started typing our own name in. We're like, it's still wrong. Like, we don't know what the answer is.
So no one said Coop?
It's me.
Oh, it's not him.
It's supposed to be Mike.
Not myself.
It could never be Mike.
Actually, Durante, you were in too. You were in the game. I'm pretty sure I got you to draw you. I just do this guy like this with this ball just snapped. And then everyone guessed it within like 2 seconds.
Hey, James.
That was your group chat picture for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Powerful.
This is my personal picture for a while.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, but James and Wincy got us back on season 28 playoffs. So it's okay. Yeah. Although they got Debs in the face.
Oh, yeah. but you guys won.
Yeah.
Take the victories how they come. It's a good victory, James. Getting Debs. Like that.
Do you guys have any question? I also got one more question from David Mias, but that's directed towards Zim. He's pretty much asking, will Zim still go out with me? I guess we'll never know. Okay.
Yeah, she will. She just texted me.
Yep. She said yes.
Okay.
Send her roses. That's what she said. She just texted me.
There you go. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions?
I'm good.
I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay, then I think we're good.
Any last minute words from our guests? To any aspiring dodgeballers or current dodgeballers out there that look up to you guys?
No one looks up to us.
Duh.
I think a lot of players look up to you guys because you guys are giants. Akina for sure looks up to you guys.
We're just doing what we've been doing from square one. I mean, it's just go out, have fun, throw the ball as hard as you can. Don't play with your teammates. Play with yourself.
A dodgeball. A dodgeball.
Motto, man. That's my motto
It
in
works
life.
though.
Make sure everyone
Yes,
can
at
see your
dodgeball,
hands.
Gino.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. But like during the night, on Thursday when we're playing against Spartans, I look forward to playing those nights. Those are pretty fun.
Yeah. Always fun playing against Spartans.
Yeah, and I always want to film that night too. It's like
I'd say the league is more important than any other part of the game, and so don't be an asshole. You call someone out for cheating, you look just as big of an asshole as someone who's cheating. So don't call people out for cheating. The universe will it's lame.
Words of advice. There you go.
You'll say.
All right. I am back as a temporary host, and I want to give a special thank you, and a really special thank you for the three of you, Matt and Mike Kennedy and Nick Malika, for spending the past 2 hours with us. It's about 10:20 p.m. right now, helping us with this special Quarantine Dodgeball podcast edition. Thanks for your words of advice since season 3, since you guys came up until now. I'm sure our viewers will take in what you guys have said, and hopefully they'll come up and talk to you if they have any questions instead of just record you guys like Debs did back in her day, randomly and zoom in on your hands. So yeah, thank you very much, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this edition of our podcast, and thank you. See you guys later. Tune in next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Deborah C.
Smash that like button, hit that subscribe.
There we go. Isn't that $2,400?
I'm gonna keep using that now. Every single one is just
Smash that like button.
I don't
Hey,
know.
make sure you guys comment.
Comment too.
Yeah, leave the comment down
Way
below.
to
Other
take
than
it home,
Matt
Raph.
It's
Way to
only
take it home,
Matt
baby.
Creamer. It's only Matt Creamer that comments.
The comments.
and Cynthia.
Yeah, but I'm glad that I talked him up then.
All right. See you guys later.
Okay.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Peace.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.